guys, in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my travel essentials. Ooh, I'm going to be traveling. No, I'm not traveling in the video. I'm sharing with you guys my travel essentials. So if you'd like to know what I keep in my carry-on bag for my upcoming trip, please keep watching. By the time you guys see this video, I will have already come back from my trip, but I am preparing for 2 trips in the next coming weeks. I'm going to be flying for one of the trips, and so I wanted to share with you guys everything that I keep in my carry-on, which for this trip I'm using my Celine Mini Luggage Tote. Now when I fly, I typically just bring a cabin size roller suitcase, and I don't check it just because I hate having to wait for it, and it's a hassle. So I just bring one suitcase and my carry-on, and I also keep a foldable duffel bag in my carry-on, which if you can see is back there because I'm actually packing right now. But I like to keep a foldable duffel, and I think I'm going to be using one of my Victoria's Secret free duffels just in case while I'm traveling I buy more things than I intend, and I can always check that bag when I'm returning. So I decided to use my Celine luggage as my carry-on for this trip because I like using a big purse that I'm going to be carrying when I get to my destination. I'm going to New York City, and it's going to be rather cold, and I hate wearing a shoulder bag with a really big coat, so I decided to go for a handheld bag, and this has a lot of space inside. So let's go through this big baby. Oh, and if you're interested in what lippy I'm wearing, this is the Missy Lynn for BH Cosmetics Color Lock Lipstick in Missy Lynn. And I have to say, you guys know that I tend to just mainly buy from department stores or Sephora just because it's easy and it's accessible. I can buy it online. But I decided to take a risk because I was looking for a brown lipstick for probably months, and I kept checking on the website. They were out of stock, and then one day I just randomly checked and it was in stock. So I think I paid about $12 for this, including shipping, and I'm loving it. The formula is really awesome. It's a matte, but it's like not drying, so it's like I don't know. I've never used any other lipstick that has a formula like this, and I'm in love with it. So the first thing that I keep in my carry-on personal item bag is my toiletry bag, and I do that because this has all my makeup. It has any medications I'm taking, so that's my first tip. If you're going to be if you do take any medications, I would pack that in your carry-on bag, but I like to keep my toiletry bag in my carry-on just because there's no space for it in my suitcase, and it's just easier. That way I know that none of my makeup will get damaged. And this is mine. This is from Sephora. I will link this down below because I believe they still sell it, but it's basically a hanging toiletry bag. I keep my toiletries in there, I keep jewelry and brushes in here, and then I keep makeup at the bottom. And I really love this because it's portable. You can lay it flat in your suitcase like this, and it hangs. Whew, thought that was gonna drop. So if you're staying at someone's house or in a hotel and you want to maximize your counter space, this is a really nice option. So I've had this for a couple of years. I use it every time I travel, even if I'm driving somewhere, and I'm in love with it. The next thing I always have in my carry-on bag is a bottle of water. Even though you can't go through security with it, I don't think it has to be under a certain amount of ounces. I like to get my water intake on the way to the airport. That way I can use the bathroom before I go. I don't have to use the bathroom on the plane because I'm too big to be trying to use an airplane bathroom. And that way I don't have to buy any drinks at the airport. Though I'm getting free drinks with this plane trip in a couple weeks, so I'll probably have like a vodka and cranberry. But I like to keep a water with me. The next thing that's really essential when I travel, which I just picked up actually, and it's by the brand Flight 001. I love them. They have really nice items that help keep you organized. And this is a laundry bag. So it's basically a foldable laundry bag in here with a little drawstring. And I like this because whenever I come back from a trip, I hate when my clean clothes and my dirty clothes are mixed up. I just feel that's kind of nasty, and because I'm OCD, I have a travel laundry bag. Having little things like this really helps me. It might not help everybody, but it definitely helps me. Next item that's really essential to me is something that I purchased months ago and I haven't used until now. This is a truffle clarity pouch. It's from the brand One Truffle, I believe. The website is onetruffle.com. And what I like about this is it's a clear pouch. So when I'm traveling, you guys know I'm a germaphobe. So when I get on the airplane, the first thing I do is like disinfect everything, because they never, like the seats, the tray, the seat buckle, that stuff never gets clean. So you know there's feces all over it. So I like to just keep everything that I need in a clear pouch. So that would be, let's say, gum, which is essential when I travel. Especially with being on an airplane, you don't want your ears to pop. That's gonna mean my iPod. You might even want to put your phone in there if you're gonna be using in-flight Wi-Fi. So what this does is basically keeps everything that you're going to need handy. So instead of having to maybe take out your suitcase or take out your backpack and keep rummaging through it during the whole flight, you can just put everything you're gonna need for your flight, pen, paper, in here and put it either in the seat pocket or in your lap. Flight 001 actually makes a pouch with a little hang loop that you can hang on the turn knob, at least on Delta, where you flip your tray down. So this is the biggest necessity for me, is just having everything in one convenient place when I get on the airplane, because you don't want to be rummaging through things and the seats are already tight enough. So that's another tip. Another thing is this little bag, which I apologize is so dirty, but I got this from Sephora. It's called Beauty on the Fly. It was about $5, and this is what I keep all my liquids in. So currently I'm not done packing, but I have my Evian face spray, which is TSA approved. I have my little travel atomizer with Bond No. 9 Astor Place, which is my favorite fragrance. And I also have my eye makeup remover. And I have my marula oil since I'm going to a cold climate. So if you're not going to be checking your bag, you're going to have one of these quart-sized Ziploc clear bags anyway. Mine is from Sephora because I'm obsessed, but that stays in my carry-on bag as well. Then I always have a notebook because I'm a big doodler. So anytime I get bored, I like to just jot down notes. I like to make lists. I'm a list hoarder. I have sticky notes all over my vanity because I'm making packing lists and to-do lists. So if ever I get bored on the plane, I like to have something where I can jot down notes in. Another thing is a scarf. It can get drafty on the airplane, so I always like to have a scarf with me. And if there are any nasty smells, you can put it over your nose. I have had to do that when I'm flying before. I also keep a makeup bag, and in it I have some tissues, my oil blotting sheets, and it also has a mirror on the other side. I have a Sephora mirror. I have a wet wipe. I keep some Nivea hand cream and some Advil. So these are basically essentials that I keep in my makeup bag all the time. Oh, and then I have a bobby pin because you can always use a bobby pin. So these come in handy when I'm traveling or day to day when I get to my destination, or even when I'm at home. Then I keep my glasses in my carry-on bag because I don't want them to get crushed at all. These are just my eyeglasses. I have my wallet. This is the Louis Vuitton Clemence wallet in the Vernis leather, color magenta. I like having this type of wallet when I'm traveling because it's slim. I can keep it in my hand, and you can slide your phone in here if you're gonna be walking through the airport and you wanna make sure you have everything in one spot. And also, a wallet like this is good when you're traveling because you can put your boarding pass in it and you won't lose it. I'm always afraid that I'm gonna lose my boarding pass when I'm at the airport. So you can either use a wallet like this or a travel wallet, which those come in handy as well. Always have to have some lip balm. It gets dry and cool on the airplane, and having your lips moisturized is essential, and I keep that with me all the time. I have a lip gloss in case when I get there I want to look a little cute, and I have a Sharpie, and then I have this little light. I don't know why I would need this, but maybe. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else that I don't have in here. An iPad. You're gonna need, well, you don't need that, but when I travel, I like bringing my iPad just because my laptop is heavy, and since I pre-recorded a lot of my videos while I'm away, I won't have to import anything, so I can just take my iPad and watch YouTube every day on that. So my iPad isn't in here, and I think that's about it. That is everything that I keep in my carry-on bag for traveling. I hope that helped you guys. I'll also probably include a magazine, but I'll pick that up next week. And yeah, if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.